calls mount for Travis Hunter's brother's CFB future as mom juggles double duties for Travis. Well, Travis Hunter's brother, Travis, is a lucky chap. After all, he does not have to look for outward sources for motivation. His big brother Travis has got it covered. After all, the former Colorado dual threat had a perfect ending to college, wrapping it up by lifting the Heisman. Is it just Travis who inspired Travis? Definitely not. The young Hap has been brought up by a strong woman, their mother, Ferrante Edmonds. And it's now time for Travis to make them proud. After all, there is a lot of sacrifice from his mom. As the young chap stole the show in the spring games, calls mount for Travis' lil bro Travis is quickly climbing the ladder to become a hot prospect of the 2027 recruiting class. The Hunter fam may be yet to get over the celebration mode. After all, the older Hunter has received red carpet treatment in the NFL. The Jacksonville Jaguars traded up to land the ex-Buffs star as the number 2 pick. It's now time for Travis' brother, Travis, to soak in the limelight. He reportedly caught 3 touchdowns in Effingham County High School's Springfield, Georgia, spring football game. And how could it go unnoticed? On May 16th, On3 Recruits flexed about Travis' highlight reel. 2027 WR Travis Hunter caught keycap 3 touchdowns during his spring game. Travis is the younger brother to Heisman winner Travis Hunter. Well, we are aware that it was just a scrimmage. No big deal, right? Definitely it is. That's because all 3 touchdowns were of high difficulty. Travis is currently a 3-star prospect, but given his lean stature, it gets difficult for him to flaunt his elite athleticism. Currently listed at 5'7" and 140 pounds, Travis is the number 59 wide receiver in his class and the number 50 prospect in the state of Georgia. After the May 16th scrimmage, no one would be prouder than the Hunter brothers' mom, Ferrante. After all, lately things have been tough for her to manage with one son in the pro league and the other in high school. More so, because she has to raise the boys all by herself after her husband, Travis Hunter Sr., served a 3-year probation for gun and D charges, including a 90-day jail sentence in late September 2024. Just before Travis' scrimmage, Ferrante had posted a live session on IG. No days off for her, as she was spotted braving the heat just to cheer for her younger son's big day. Without heat dampening her spirit, Ferrante said, "He got a scrimmage, a spring game. It's kicking off. Once he start, the trend is going to be starting soon." Along with Travis, she now has to manage time for Travis as well. A few days back, in an interview, she said, "Well, this summer I'm expected to be booked and busy. I'm expecting to see what is all out there for a mom of an NFL player to see if there's any more community service of things I can do for my community. Not just my community here, but also my community back at home in Florida." While the mother is proud of Travis, calls are mounting for the young chap. Fans come together to comment on Travis Hunter, echoing Big Bros vibes. Travis totaled 496 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns in 9 games in 2024. Pretty decent numbers, aren't they? The Colorado fans must already be missing their dual threat Travis, and they now must be envisioning bringing in another Hunter in the hood. As one of them noted, #QSun, #ScoBuffs, you know where home is. The recent spring games feat came off as the cherry on the cake, making the Buffs fans miss his brother even more. Travis has witnessed a sharp upward trend in his time in Boulder. Being under Deion Sanders, he had the best glow-up where his growth was not stunted even for once. So, a fan can already sense Travis following Big Bro's footsteps and commented, "Buff." As one could spot the shadow of the now Jacksonville superstar in the high school phenom. Colorado is the only name that Travis should recite all day. Well, when it comes to their name, the Hunter brothers have been trolled before. Fans made fun of the parents for giving zero thought to naming their second child. Thus, a fan again commented, "Travis and Travis sculled." But there is another side to the story as well. Since the two names are so similar, Travis can also be Travis Hunter 2.0 in the making. When Travis was in Boulder, as much as earned fame for his on-field talents, but his off-field antics landed him in trouble. His carefree attitude and fun-loving nature did not sit well with many. A fan thus points out this similarity, and he dances like a fool like his brother. So, now Travis knows how the imitation must be limited only to Travis' athletic skills. Now, all Buffs players did not have a happy ending like Travis Hunter in the NFL. There were players like Shiloh Sanders who went off as undrafted. Drawing comparison with the ex-Buff safety, a fan wrote, Shiloh Sanders treatment. LOL bro his cheeks. To him, Travis Hunter's ceiling is too high for him to break. Thanks to his brother. Could Coach Prime be prepping a second Hunter jersey in Colorado? Kaidon Salter sends strong 5-word message to Coach Prime and Julian Lewis to add fire to Colorado's QB1 race. A new era is underway in Boulder. With Shadur Sanders off to the NFL, the Buffs are searching for their next field general, and the race is heating up. However, leading the charge? Kaidon Salter, the electric transfer from Liberty. He's got 1 year left and came to make it count. Salter brings experience, swagger, and a dual-threat edge. But don't count out another young gun. Freshman phenom Julian Lewis is right in the mix. A 4-star recruit with sky-high potential, he's not just there to learn. He's there to compete. It's a battle of a vet versus a prodigy, but only one can lead Coach Prime's offense. So the big question looms. Who's taking the reins in 2025? Well, Kaidon Salter isn't just a transfer. He's a proven winner. In 2024, he threw for 1,886 yards and 15 TDs, with 6 picks and a 56.3% completion rate. However, on the ground, he added 587 rushing yards and 7 more scores. So, a true dual-threat weapon. Now, with a 20-4 record as a college starter, Salter brings experience and confidence. That makes him the early favorite to win the job. But freshman Julian Lewis is no ordinary backup. Ranked number 56 nationally, the number 7 QB, and the number 7 player out of Georgia, he came to Boulder with buzz. He's already gone through spring ball and got reps in the spring game. Simply put, the QB battle is officially on, and it's heating up fast. Now, on May 17th, Kaidon Salter lit a spark. He took to his Instagram story with a bold, 5-word message aimed straight at Coach Prime and Julian Lewis. I will win, I promise. No fluff. Just fire. The post wasn't just a quote, it was a statement, a mindset, a declaration of self-belief. Salter isn't here to sit. He's here to lead. With that one message, he turned up the heat on CU's QB1 race. So, the competition just got personal and a whole lot more intense. Not only this, last month, Kaidon Salter sent a clear message. He's confident and ready to lead. With his starting experience at Liberty, he knows what it takes. At the end of the day, once you are that starting quarterback at a young age, you're just going to start seeing it happen, like the team going to it every time the ball moves how you want it to move on the field. Yeah, I don't really know. It's something that just happens, said Salter. So, Salter's calm swagger shows he's not just talking. He's ready to own the moment. On the flip side, Julian Lewis made a bold move, reclassifying to the class of 2025, because he felt ready for CFB. But readiness doesn't always mean right now. At just 17 and without a single regular season snap, Lewis might need time to adjust. That's where Kaidon Salter comes in. The veteran looks primed to win the job in August. But don't count Lewis out just yet. If the season takes a turn or momentum shifts, the freshman phenom could be the one leading the charge by year's end. It's not just a QB battle, it's a story in the making. Well, according to On3, this QB battle is far from a done deal. Yes, Kaidon Salter is the favorite, for now. Sources expect him to take the reins early. But don't sleep on Lewis. He's been turning heads behind the scenes. Some insiders say he could steal the job outright. However, the spring game gave fans their first look. While Salter looked calm, collected, and in control, Lewis was not up to the mark. But Lewis still has summer, and the season, to make his move. So, this battle might just go the distance. But hold on. In the end, it's Coach Prime's decision. So, hearing his thoughts on the two contending quarterbacks can clear the air a bit. Coach Prime on Kaidon Salter versus Julian Lewis. During Spring Practice Media Day, Coach Deion Sanders shared his thoughts on the QB battle. He's impressed, and for good reason. They're getting better and better, said Sanders. Adding, they're starting to understand the system. It's tougher on offensive coordinator Pat Shermer and our offensive coaches because you have two different types of quarterbacks. You're pretty much calling in two different offenses. When this guy's in, you call it this way. When this guy's in, you called it that way. So, two QBs, two styles, and two challenges. But one clear goal, winning. Although the Buffs head coach hasn't named a starter yet, he's optimistic. The battle between Kaidon Salter and Julian Lewis isn't cooling off anytime soon. Here, Coach Sanders crushed rumors that Lewis would be redshirted, hinting both QBs could see real action this season. Now, this quarterback competition is shaping up to be one of the hottest storylines all summer long. Plus, 2025 marks a new chapter for Coach Prime. His first season leading a Buffs QB who isn't his son. So the stakes? Higher than ever. Now it's going to be interesting to see who wins the QB1 job and who has to wait longer.